that according to the Federal Reserve out of Philadelphia, that Ohio now has the 6th fastest growing economy over the second quarter, certainly. Our unemployment has gone down 4 consecutive months in a row, and we are seeing new jobs come to our state.
And CEOs say that Ohio is the 44th best place to do business. If Jim Tressel was rated 44th, he wouldn't have a job. CNBC rates us 38th as the most business-friendly, and the Tax Foundation says we're 47th.
Well, it was quite a moment. The gubernatorial candidates laid out 2 very different opinions about the state of Ohio in their big debate that happened, and you saw it live right here on ONN and 10 TV. Mark Niquette, Bill Hershey joined me. Mark, you were on the panel asking the questions. I mean, you had the front row seat. What did you see, and did you see anything that you didn't expect?
No, I thought it went pretty much what we thought we were going to see. Both candidates, had good moments, I thought. Neither one of them made a big gaffe, so that's not going to be a game changer in that respect. And, primarily they came in, they were set to talk about the points they wanted to, regardless of what the question was. When you asked for specifics, you sort of got the rhetoric that we've been hearing on the campaign trail. But
Are
like
you
I said,
frustrated by that? I mean, when you look at a potential $8 billion budget shortfall next year, we are now 7 weeks away, and I'm still scoring this about 0-0. Kasich has recommended doing away with the Department of Development, but there's no numbers of savings, whether there would be any at all in that. So they're either going to cut, they're going to privatize, or they're going to raise taxes, and yet they're unwilling to go any of those places.
well, and you can understand why they don't want to, because there are no easy answers, and all the answers, could be used against them. But I agree. I mean, I think, we start early voting here in about a week, and, we haven't heard, any lick of specificity when it comes to even, broadly how would we approach this. And I think, the candidates would like to say, well, that you can tell the differences between how we would approach it based on our past records. But, this is the job they want. This is what they're stepping up to do. Let's hear a little bit more.
I thought the most important thing about the budget shortfall actually came after the debate and questioning of Governor Strickland. And to his credit, he took questions. Kasich said, I'm not taking any questions. Thank you and good night.
In the spinning room, he was there about a minute and a half.
Yes, but Governor Strickland is clearly hoping for more money from the federal government. That's what he said. And he said he thought there would be, I don't know if it would be called a stimulus, but more money to aid the states. And I don't know if that's a pipe dream or not. I think a lot of it depends on how the results are nationally on November 2nd.
Some poll results from the Quinnipiac poll that we want to put up here shows John Kasich leading 54% to 37%. This poll came out Thursday. The poll was actually conducted leading up to the debate, but this is not a post-debate poll. And this, gentlemen, this is what's most striking to me. Look, independents. John Kasich, 55% with independents. Ted Strickland, 32%. That's that 20% of voters in the middle that we always refer to, and it's seemingly right now, they're shifting in one direction, and they're shifting the anti-incumbent mode.
If that poll's right, he's lost those people, and those people voted for him overwhelmingly in 2006. And I thought it was interesting in the debate that Kasich kept the talk on economic issues, whether you agree with his facts or not. If we remember back to 2006, and it was a Democratic year, but Ken Blackwell was all over the place with these social issues. And Kasich is running, I think, kind of a rope-a-dope campaign. He doesn't want to make a mistake. And the erratic John Kasich hasn't showed up. The rude John Kasich hasn't showed up. And Governor Strickland, I think, needed to make a breakthrough in that debate to jar some of these numbers. And if he did, we haven't picked it up yet.
If Peter Brown is right, a pollster with Quinnipiac, he told us on Thursday that really it's going to take a gaffe. It's going to take something monumental that we all report on and kind of cover on a 24 or 48-hour basis. That's a lot to ask, right? I mean, you can't really plan a campaign on that.
It's interesting. The Democrats now are embracing the Fox News polls, which show a closer race, and previously they had embraced Quinnipiac, and it had been the Republicans who were critical of Quinnipiac. But let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it's just 10 or 12 points. So, as an incumbent governor with approval ratings in the 40s or with the support that's not positive for Governor Strickland.
And now the ground game begins too. I think, like I said, early voting starts, and one of the things you've seen in Ohio with the increasing percentage of folks voting absentee is more of an effort on the part of the campaigns to lock down those voters. So, I mean, I guess from the Democratic point of view, if you're looking for something optimistic, there's an opportunity for you to sort of do something to try and get your people out.
Right, and there's still time.
Well, the ground game's terrific, but the Republicans had a terrific ground game in 2006, and if you knock on the door and nobody opens it, it doesn't help you very much.
Okay. Bill Hershey, Mark Niquette, thank you very much, gentlemen. As always, I also want to thank